Hi guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to declare a variable, right? How to declare and assign a variable with a value, okay? Now, if you look at this code, we kept repeating the name, right? The age, like that, the marriage status, like that, like that. What if we can save this in a container and then just call that container anytime we need the value inside it? It will be better. And how do we do that? Instead of writing this as an tree here, I would come here and say const, right? Name. Now pause here. Let's pause here. Let's pause here. Why const? Right? Const is a keyword in JavaScript that tells JavaScript that you want to create a variable. Okay, we have const, we also have let. In fact, we have another one, var. However, var is obsolete. So in this video, we're going to be concentrating on const and let, and I'll tell you the reason for the both. They are slightly different, very different actually, for different use cases, right? But you can use them to declare a variable now, and I'll tell you when we use const and when we use let. Right now, look at it. Const, right? You're telling JavaScript you want to create a variable. Now this name would be the name of that container or name of that variable, okay? And then you use this assignment operator. This is not equal to, like in mathematics, right? This is an assignment operator to you want to assign a value to this variable or to this container. You then come here and in double quotes, let's just copy this guy and put it here, okay? That's it. So let me go through it again, right? Const is telling JavaScript that you want to create a variable, and then this is the name of that variable or that container, right? And this is saying I want to assign it a value, and this will be that value. Okay, now this container holds the value of this data. Instead of me calling Osinachi here, I'll just come here, remove this guy, and put in name here. Okay, and also remove this guy and put in name here, and I'll have the same results. Okay, so you see Osinachi string. So let me just remove this guy so that we can focus on so look at it. Good. So age, I'll do the same thing for age. This time around I want to use the let keyword. Okay, so it does the same thing, right? Age equal to, I'll say 20, right? 20, and then instead of me calling 20 here, I'll put age, right? Here instead of 20, I'll put age here too, and I'll have the same results. Okay, you see, what's not a string 20 number here. This variable is married. I'm going to say, now before I go on to the next, I'm sure we'll be asking what's the difference between const and let. Now const is when you want to have a fixed value, right? Let, you want to be able to change it in the future or something like that. Take for example, let's say okay, I'm a Nigerian, and Nigeria is a patriarchal descent, right, where you bear the name of your father, right? Your last name is the name of your father, okay? But when a woman marries, when she gets married, right, she changes her last name to the last name of her husband. That's like let. So you want to declare your last name as a lady, it would be let, because you're going to change it sometime in the future. Well, there are things that don't change. In fact, anything can change. I can even change my last name even as a man, right? But there are things that don't change. For example, acceleration due to gravity, right? And also the value of pi is always 3.142. It doesn't change. So those things are better declared with const because you cannot reassign them. They will not change tomorrow. They will not change next year or in the future, right? So those values um, are better represented using consts. But anything that can change are better represented using lets. Okay, that's just an example. So here let's change this one. So I'm saying const is married, right? I'll say true. Now, of course, you'd be surprised how I named this naming convention. I'm going to teach it, but you know the essence of this is called Carmel case. The reason is for readability. So I could have as well just done this. It will still be okay, right? But for readability, right? So the idea is that when you want to coin two words together, right? Each word, apart from the first one, each word will start with an uppercase, right? That's just the idea. It's just for readability. It doesn't make the code work better, just for readability, which is also very important in case you want to read your code and understand it. So it's married, true. So I'll come here and change this to is married, okay? Is married. And when I save, I get the same results, okay? And here, so here I would say const, I can't say account number. Now, account number, sorry, I do not put anything. So because it's I'm using const, it's not going to work because const must take a value. It must be initialized, right? So I use let. So let here, okay? Let, I'll put this account number here, account number. Okay, when I save my work, you see we have the same thing, undefined, right? Because I did not assign any value to this account number, that's why it's giving me undefined. So here, null, I'm going to say const accounts balance. So account balance is null, which means it does not even exist. This person has no account balance. I'm not saying he has no money in his account, but I'm saying he doesn't have an account balance. He probably does not have a bank account, right? And you're trying to get his account balance. It's going to be null. It means it does not even exist, right? So I'm coming here to put account balance, right? Save your work, and you see null objects, right? Okay, and then array. So when you want to type array, now it could be array or maybe a list of names of people in a class, something like that. You want to say const students, right? And then I'll put it in square brackets. Remember, like as I said, you come here and maybe names of 3 students. I come here, say John. I come here, always separate them with a comma. John Doe, and then a third name would be Smith. All right, so look at it here and save it. So John Doe Smith. I'll come here and put students, and then come here, put students. Save your work, and then you see this John Doe Smith. It's an object, right? And here, now to create an object, how do we create an object and why an object? Now, when you have an entity that have different features and variables, attributes, you can represent it with an object. For example, a car. A car has a color. A car has mileage. A car has a name. A car has a brand. Do you understand all that? A car has a type. Is it a saloon? Is it a truck or something like that? A vehicle, right? It could be an SUV. You know, all of that. So you can say const car, right? And then I say here. Remember, we're creating an object of a car, right? Use a curly braces and you say the name. So let's say it's Volvo. Remember, the name would be a data type. What data type? It will be string. So we'll say Volvo, right? Comma. The next attribute will be color, and let's say it's a color gray, right? The next attribute will be what? The mileage. Mileage will be mileage, right? So mileage will be what? It will be in numbers. Let's say 2,000, maybe 2,000 miles or something like that. And then whatever, is it new or not? Of course, it's not new because the mileage is already 2,000. So I say it's new. So this will be Boolean, right? To be false. So you see, we're actually representing all the data types in the car because the car itself has different attributes with different variable types. Okay, so this would be a car is name, the color, the mileage, right? The owner, we can say owner. At this point, you're probably not assigning anything, and you say undefined. You don't know the owner, something like that. And so you want to instead of us, we can just pass this car here, right? And then come here, also pass this car, type of car. When you save your work, you'll see this, you see the car and the type of the car. So this is basically how you declare a variable or create a variable, assign values to it. Remember, this is your assignment operator. Okay, so thank you very much for this. If you find any value here, please do well to subscribe so that you can get notification for other videos in the future. Thank you very much and have a blessed day. Bye.